Hi guys, good day. My name is Dr. Achievement and today I'm taking on the topic endocrine system. Basically in this short video I'm going to describe endocrine system, the hormones and types of receptors as shown. Alright, and in the course of this video I'm going to describe different types of hormones. Okay, so we are moving in, it's just a short video. The endocrine system is a communication system. Okay, endocrine is like a communication system. Nervous system equals to electrical communication. Endocrine system equals to chemical communication. So the the endocrine system maintain homeostasis via hormones. All right, so the chemicals that control and regulate cells or organ activities and act on target cells. All right, so endocrine they secrete hormones like in a chemical communication system. Nervous system, like I said, is electrical communication system. So endocrine function in aspect of chemical communication system. So now it constantly monitors the internal environment of the body. Endocrine constantly monitors the internal environment of the body. Sorry. The endocrine system, it coordinates integration of physiological system during rest and exercise. Okay, maintain homeostasis during exercise, control substrate metabolism, regulate fluid, electrolytes balance. All right, so you can see a picture what that is there, describing the types of endocrine system, where they are located in the body. We have the hypothalamus, we have the pituitary gland, we have the thyroid gland, we have the parathyroid glands, we have the thymus. All right, worships for everyone. We have the thymus, we have the adrenal glands, we have the pancreas, we have the kidney, and we have the ovaries, we have the testicles in males, ovaries in females. All right, let's go. Hormones, steroid hormones. Hormones is of two types. We have the steroid hormones, we have the non-steroid hormones. Steroid hormones derived from cholesterol. Steroid hormones are derived from cholesterol. Lipid soluble. They are lipid soluble in nature and diffuse through membranes, secreted by four major glands. We have the adrenal cortex, cortisol, and aldosterone. They secrete. These are steroid hormones. We have the ovaries. Ovaries secrete estrogen and progesterone. Okay. You have the testes. Testes secretes testosterone. This is a steroid hormone. You have the placenta. Placenta secretes estrogen and progesterone as well. All right. Then moving down to the non-steroid hormone. Excuse me. Non-steroid hormone. The non-steroid hormones, they are not lipid soluble, cannot cross the membrane. Divided into two groups. You have the protein or the peptide hormones. Most non-steroid hormones are protein or peptide hormones. Most steroid hormones are protein or not or peptide. All right. They are from pancreas, hypothalamus, pituitary gland. Then we have the amino acid derived hormone, the thyroid hormone, T3 and T4, adrenal medulla hormone, epinephrine and non-epinephrine. So moving to the next slide, hormone secretion. Hormone secretion is of two major ways. Secreted in the burst pulsatile. The plasma concentration fluctuates over minutes per hour, or concentration also fluctuates over days per weeks. What triggers or regulates hormone bursts? Right. Secretion regulated by negative feedback. All right. Hormone release causes change in body. High level secretion, low level secretion. Okay. And examples. Home thermostat, I think, is a technology. Okay. It's just an example of the way hormones used to secrete in the high level and low level by negative feedback, and there's the secretion by pulsatile. Right. Hormone activities. Okay. Plasma concentration can be poor indicator of hormone activities. All right. Cells change sensitivity to hormones. Numbers of receptors on the cell surface can change. All right. The plasma hormone receptors. Hormone limits scope of their effects. Sorry. Hormone limits scope of their effects by using hormone-specific receptors. No receptors on the cell surface equals to no hormone effects. All right. So this few lines I just read says hormone limit scope of their. It's like okay, now everybody is with their parents. If your parents is not there, you can't go there. All right. Some people are like that. They're like the toddlers when they are growing up. If they didn't see their mom, they will be crying. If their mom is there, they will be happy and stay there. So just like that in hormone, if there's no receptors in the cell surface, the hormone cannot go there because hormone will want to bind and limit to its receptors. Oh, there's different types of hormones that is required in the body, and that they have their different kind of receptors on where they go to. Hormones only affect tissues with specific receptors. Yeah, they have specific receptors, like I explained. Hormones exert effects after binding with receptors. Typical cells has 2,000 to 10,000 receptors. So each cells in the body have 2,000 to 10,000 receptors for different hormones. All right. Hormones bind to receptors. Hormone receptors complex. Now, steroid hormone actions. Lipid soluble. Steroid hormone, like we said, they are lipid soluble, can cross the cell membrane. Steroid hormone receptors found inside cell in cytoplasm or nucleus. How does the steroid hormone enter the cells? Okay, now hormone receptors complex enters nucleus, bind to DNA, directs gene activation, regulates mRNA synthesis of protein synthesis. If you see the picture I put over here, it shows the steps how it enters into the cell. The steroid hormone from number one, the steroid hormone enters into the cell directly into the cell. Okay, there's a difference from the steroid and non-steroid hormone. All right, so the steroid hormone binds to a specific receptors in the cytoplasm or in the nucleus. All right, the mRNA directs protein. Once it binds, it gets into the nucleus. Okay, the hormone binds to the specific receptors in the cytoplasm or in the nucleus. Okay, it enters into the nucleus. Okay, so the hormone receptors complex activates the cell RNA. DNA, which forms RNA. It activates DNA, which forms RNA in the nucleus. Then number 4 is saying the mRNA leaves the nucleus and enters the cytoplasm. Then the mRNA directs protein synthesis in the cytoplasm. So see the step. 1, it enters, it binds. Number 2, it binds with the specific receptors in the cells. I told you hormones has receptors in each cells. So once it binds with the specific receptors in the cytoplasm of the nucleus, then it's going straight into the nucleus where it activates the cell DNA, which forms RNA. Then the mRNA then leaves the nucleus and enters into the cytoplasm, and in the cytoplasm is where it's functioning to synthesize direct protein synthesis in the cytoplasm. Now let's go to the non-steroid hormone actions. It's not lipid soluble and it cannot cross the cell membrane, like I said before. The receptors on the cell to second messenger carry out hormone effects, intensify strength of the hormone signal. Okay, the receptors on the cell membrane, second messengers, carry out hormone effects, intensify strength of the hormone signal. Common second messenger, cyclic. It says they need second messenger as well. Okay, which common second messenger, cyclic adenosine monophosphates, CAMP, cyclic guanine monophosphates, CGMP, inositol triphosphate, IP3, diclyglycerol, DAG. All these are just second messengers. Second messengers are the molecule that relay signals received at receptors on the wall of the cell surface, such as the arrival of protein, hormone, growth factors, etc. to target molecules in the cytosol or nucleus. Okay, this is definition. Now let me just break it down. We know the receptors used to be on the cell surface, right? Receptors will bind with the hormone, and with the reaction taking place here, then the hormone, the receptors helps the hormone to complete the activities they want to do. Or we know the sodium potassium gateway channel or something. Okay, how it binds and it opens, and all right. Let's just skip fast because I want to make it a very short topic. All right. So second messengers are just like that. They are in the cell surface. All right, and these second messengers, the relay signal, they act like um, uh, they relay signal to receptors on the wall, like they send signal to the receptors on the wall, all right, of the cell. So such as the arrival of protein hormones. Okay, so the second messengers, they just act to relay signals that this, okay, oh okay, let's say example, I have a security guard in my front gate, and somebody is coming to look for me. The security guard will first confirm for me, hello, Alpha, are you there? This person said he wants to see you. Are you free? Is it possible? Blah blah blah. Do you know him? And etc. They will relay signals. That's just like that. All right, we're moving down to the next picture. It's showing the reaction of the non-steroid hormones. Okay. Starting from number one, non-steroid hormones can't pass through the cell membrane. All right. So, how do they do it? Going to the number two, the hormone binds to a specific receptors on the cell membrane. All right. Okay, it binds to a specific receptors on the cell membrane, and that receptor name is specific receptors on the cell membrane. The hormone, the receptor complex activates adenine cyclase within the cell membrane. And this, if you notice one thing from difference between steroid and non-steroid, the hormone is unable to go to the nucleus. It did not go to the nucleus. It stopped at the cytoplasm, and it cannot move around apart from the receptors which are there. So adenine cyclase. Let's move to number 4. The adenylate cyclase catalyzes the formation of CAMP. Okay, it breaks down the formation of catalyzes is broken down. All right. If it's catalyzing, that ATP there is meaning ATP is being released. Okay, like energy is being released. Okay, CAMP. We'll go to number 5. The CAMP activates protein kinase enzymes that leads to cellular changes and hormonal effects. Alright. It activates protein kinase that leads to cellular changes and hormonal effects. Substrate activates cellular changes. Alright, so that is how the non-steroid anti-inflammatory gets into the cell, and it does not get to the nucleus. If you have been asked to differentiate between steroid and non-steroid hormone. So your pituitary gland, thyroid gland, adrenal gland, and pancreas gland. Hormone released by this gland affects metabolism of carbohydrate and fats during exercise. Okay, this is where we end the slide. Thank you for coming to join me, and have a very nice day. Bye.